Hello and welcome to this video presentation. My name is Paul Brett. I am a Senior Software Support Analyst supporting the Transformation Extender product from IBM. The topic for this video is Reference Map Handling in Design Server. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett IBM. In this instructional video, I'm going to demonstrate the following differences between the Design Studio and the Design Server, specifically how reference maps are handled. In the Design Studio, reference maps are linked, i.e., a change to the source will affect any maps that use it as a reference. In the Design Server, during the import, a copy is made of any reference maps, so changes to the original do not affect the copies. We'll start this demonstration in the ITX Design Studio. Here I have ITX 10 Design Studio, and as you can see I have one project called Reference Maps. Within that project I have two map source files, test1.mms and test2.mms. Let's open test1. Within test1 I have an executable map called test1. This executable map calls one functional map, f_blob upper. This functional map is local and stored within this map source file. Okay, let's open test2. In the test2 map, I have one executable map called test2. This also calls a functional map f_blob upper, but if we have a look at the functional map, you will note that it is a reference. This icon denotes that it is not stored locally, it is in fact in another file, and that file is test1.mms. Let's do a quick experiment. Open the test1.mms, make a small change to the functional map rule, which is currently uppercase in1 plus test1, and I'm going to add on another string literal to the end, ABC. And I'm going to save that file and close it. If we now open test2 and look at the functional map here, you will note that it has exactly the same string. You will also note that I cannot edit this file. It says here reference map f_blob upper is read only. Any attempts to try and edit the rule and the cursor just does not go into the rule edit bar. Okay, so how did I create this reference map? Let's temporarily delete it and recreate it. We'll delete it, we'll click yes, we will save and close. When we reopen the map, you will note that the icon indicates that the functional map does not exist. So let's right click and choose reference. From test1 we are going to call in f_blob upper. Finish, and we're going to save and close, and when we reopen the map you will note that the icon now indicates that this is once again a functional map that is called from another map, i.e. a reference map. So let's see how these two maps are handled when exported to a zip and then imported into the Design Server. In my web browser here you will see that I have a connection to my ITX 10.1 Design Server, and I'm going to log in, and you will note that the only project I have is the project that is given with the base install process orders. I'm going to import the project now, which is referencemaps.zip. I exported this earlier from Design Studio, and the import has completed successfully. Click Close, and we'll go into the Reference Maps project. Here you will note that I have two source maps, test1 and test2. Within test1, we have a functional map, again called f_blob upper. The rule has been reset to just equals uppercase in 1. I changed that back before I exported it. And in test2 we have f_blob upper as well, also currently saying equals uppercase in 1. However, these two maps are now completely separated. There is no longer a reference, they are each an individual copy of the map. So if we edit f_blob upper in the test1 and add on a string, and save the file, if we then switch to f_blob upper in test 2, you will note that it is a completely different map. This is no longer a reference, this is a separate version of itself. Indeed, we can delete this map. First of all, we need to take out the reference to it. And we are going to close and we are going to delete the map. And now test 2 no longer has a copy of f_blob upper. If we wanted to recreate that, we can put the rule back in. Let's see the prompt, do you want to create map f_blob upper? We shall click yes, and the map has returned, although you will note that the rule no longer exists, so we have to recreate the rules from scratch. That's the end of the demonstration. I hope this has been informative. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video presentation today. If you found the content interesting and informative, please like and comment. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, as I release content such as this on a regular basis. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett IBM. Thank you.